this.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to come listen to me talk about the joy, the benefits, and the struggles of working at a daycare. I hope you all are doing well and having a wonderful day. So I'm going to be talking about the fun and the struggles of working at daycare. So you know, if you love working with kids, this is the job for you. I'm going to be discussing the joy, the benefits, and the hardships of working at a daycare. First, I'm going to be talking about the joy of working at daycare. So, I personally work at a daycare, and I work with 2-year-olds. And this is the age I chose because I just have way more fun and less stress with 2-year-olds. But there's all the departments where you can work if you want to be in a daycare. But like I know the kids get excited to see me when I come in to work because they'll be screaming my name and be jumping up and down. But also, like, when they are 2 years old, you can turn artwork to be so much fun because you can use their hands to make handprints or whatever. You can just be creative with their artwork, which I love. I think 2-year-olds is a great stage to work in since they are learning how to communicate with their peers, express their emotions, and also talking a lot, like telling stories or whatever. They're in that stage of figuring life out. For me personally, when I change their diapers, because you have to change their diapers when they're 2 years old, I usually have one-on-one time and just have a whole conversation with them and ask them about their day or like what their favorite color is or whatever I want to talk about with them. They have a conversation back with me and we have it back and forth. Now I'm going to be talking about the benefits of working at a daycare. So according to Candace Education, you'll gain great satisfaction by giving children the skills they need to succeed in school and life. Here are some unique benefits of working in early education by marketers and published on September 29, 2021. I know one of the biggest benefits of working at a daycare, and especially any childcare like jobs, they offer free childcare to your children if you are a parent, which is I heard absolutely amazing, but I don't know because I don't have any kids. And also, you sometimes will get a pay increase depending on what level you are, like on PDIS. And PDIS is a training website where you can get certified for different things, and which makes you level up more in childcare. And also, I've learned this year as being when I had to file my taxes is that you can put what level you are in childcare in your taxes, and you can get a refund with that, which is pretty amazing because I did. Now I'm going to be talking about the hardships of working at a daycare. So according to Z Staffing, one of the biggest challenges for childcare educators is catering to each child's individual needs. Every child is unique with varied personalities, interests, and learning styles. By Z Staffing 2024. I 100% agree with them. Every child is different. One child can have huge behavior issues, and another child can be perfectly fine. And you have to fit what their needs are because every child is different. And also, like working at the daycare, you always have to be on top of having your room being licensed protocol, and you have to be prepared for the state licensing people to come to the school unannounced randomly to just check it out. You always have to be prepared, and that always stresses me out when the state licensing comes because like you can get a violation point dinged off if something was in violation. But yeah, but you also have to have your room in licensing protocols because so like for me, for instance, our ratio is the maximum we can have capacity in our class is 11 kids, but they have to measure how big the room is, which will make how how the capacity how many children can fit in the room. Also, one of the hardest challenges is dealing with substantial behavior kids. But if you love working with kids, you can be able to fight this. But even though it's difficult, but you still find joy in working at a daycare. Overall, working in a daycare can be rewarding and challenging. You must have a passion for working with kids and love being around them. You really do have to have a passion for working with kids, because if you don't, you're gonna not like it. Working in daycare can be a joy, benefit, but also hardships. However, if you are passionate about working with kids, this is a job for you, which is true. Like, if you fit in all those categories, this is the job for you. If you don't, then there's other jobs to take. I encourage you to take the time to do research. And if you are considering working at a daycare or childcare facility, if this is a job for you, I would apply, since they are always on demand. Do your research before applying to a daycare job to see if this really fits you, because like once you're in there, you'll be like, then you can realize, oh, this is not for you. But like, just do your research and figure out if this is for you. But if it is for you, take it, apply. But if it's not, there's other jobs that you can have. Overall, guys, thank you for hearing me out about the joys, benefits, and challenges of working at a daycare. And thank you for the time that you gave me. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Now.